schmancy. Well, let me be the first to offer a warm welcome to all of you who have joined us here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley at 1965 Latham Street, Mountain View, California, a center based on the teachings of Bhagavad Gita as brought to us through our founder, Acharya, who is seated upon this seat called the Vaisesika, which is a place for the representative of the teachings that have been passed down through many generations, sits to indicate the importance of the message and the person who brings the message in a way that is understandable to all people of the present age. And this movement started in 1965. It was incorporated in New York City. How come you're all so far back? There should be a chart that shows how to set up the mats, right? Now we're defragment. We need defragmentation. So you know they're going to ask us to move up anyway, right? Okay. Deep breath. This movement started in 1965 by a student of the process of Krishna consciousness who had come to America based on an order he got from his teacher to spread Krishna consciousness to the Western world. His name is Prabhupada. And when he came to New York City, he sought those who would be interested in spiritual practice. And he gave a very particular practice as based on the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya is one of the avatars who comes to the world to give us instruction about how to live in such a way that we can attain the perfection of life. He came 500 years ago, whereas Lord Krishna came 5,000 years ago. And the founder of this movement, Prabhupada, then established a small center in New York City. And from there, after teaching the Bhagavad Gita and accumulating some dedicated followers, expanded to San Francisco and Montreal, and then many other places around the world. Another significant expansion was from America and Canada to London. In fact, just a few minutes ago, I saw one of the original pioneers. Her name is Malati Devi Dasi, who's here somewhere. She stepped out, but she was part of the original group that went to London for the first time and met the Beatles. And from there was expansion throughout Europe and then Asia and around the world. So now what we have is what's called the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And it's based on the tenets of the Bhagavad Gita, which I have a copy of right here. The title of this particular Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavad Gita as it is. Our teacher, our founder, wanted to make a specific point about the Bhagavad Gita in calling it Bhagavad Gita as it is, and that is that the Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna, and therefore the words are straightforward and sufficient to guide us. There's no need to interpret them as metaphorical and to avoid their direct meaning. And he proved his point. That is the point that this is the way to present Bhagavad Gita, because as noted by many who follow the currents of spiritual communities growing around the world, before he brought the Bhagavad Gita as it is to the West and then back to the East, there had been many versions of the Bhagavad Gita, but upon reading them, people didn't come to the conclusion that they should become devotees of Lord Krishna. Whereas after reading the Bhagavad Gita as it is, which is the unembellished version, straightforward presentation of the words of Krishna, many, and now many means dozens, and then hundreds, then thousands, tens of thousands, and now millions follow the same current that Prabhupada taught through the Bhagavad Gita. And this Bhagavad Gita has become adored around the world and appreciated by people in hundreds of millions of households around the world. Almost 500 million of these copies have been distributed worldwide in about 165 languages. And one of the main teachings in the Bhagavad Gita, it's one that we had a great scholar here yesterday who was teaching a class, and he pointed out that in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna repeats a few points, and one of them is to always remember him. He says in the Sanskrit language, man mana bhavamad bhakto. He said, always remember me. That the mind is difficult to control. I was doing a little research this morning in many traditions around the world, and what to speak of, not just spiritual traditions, but philosophical observations by teachers and thinkers universally talk about how the mind is difficult to control. And this is one of the tenets of the Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks to his student Arjuna about how difficult it is to control the mind. It's also, that idea is expanded in other works like the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is kind of the postgraduate study of the Bhagavad Gita, in which says that we're under the control of the mind, and the mind induces us to work in various ways. And not only are we under the control of the mind in this life, but we have been for many lifetimes. And as the Bhagavad Gita expounds, we're forced to move in this world because of the power of our own minds. Therefore, yogis since time immemorial have been engaged in trying to bring the mind to stillness, or to control the mind. The deep impressions that force us to work in certain ways or think in certain ways, biases that we have. It's a powerful force. So Krishna gives the advice in Bhagavad Gita about the best way to control the mind. When he says, man mana, think of me. Now one may say, well, that's okay, but I have to work. I have to think about my boss too. And I have to think about my clients, and I also have to think about code. Do any of you have to think about code? You don't just ask AI now and it does it all for you. But whatever we're doing, we have to think about putting a nail into a board and hammering it, make sure we don't hit our finger. We have many things to work on at the same time. So how is it that we can remember Krishna? Now, this instruction is one he repeats in the Bhagavad Gita. And also it's elaborated upon, or Krishna elaborates on it in the Bhagavad Gita and in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Many teachers elaborate on this principle, that when we're able to bring the mind to think of Krishna, then the mind becomes satisfied. Because, to give in shorthand, Krishna, the form of Krishna, and everything about him is the ultimate object of meditation. And when we're able to think of Krishna, then our mind naturally feels satisfied. If our minds dwell on other persons or ideas, then although we may be intrigued for some time, we'll also lose interest at a particular time, and also we won't feel fully satisfied. And so there are various ways in the Bhagavad Gita in which Krishna talks about how to think of him. One way, or here's 3 ways, he says in a verse in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram yagyatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suridam sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shantim richyati. Here he's saying that if you think of me in these 3 ways, you'll feel peaceful. Shanti means peaceful. And first one is, think of me as the one who can accept whatever you give and then redistribute it in such a way that you'll feel satisfied. There are many places you can give things nowadays where they may not get redistributed equitably. I mean, where do you give your things generally? Well, I can give you some hints. You probably give a lot to the U.S. government. I'm not sure if you appreciate how they redistribute it, because they seem to not have a lot of checks and balances these days. But, they just buy this, buy that, build that, blow stuff up, pay for it. And so that giving of taxes, we may understand that, to live an opulent life like we do here in America, we have to pay a tax. But we may not feel fully satisfied by giving there and the way they redistribute what we give. You may give to some charity. I once had some really nice used jackets, and in a cold period I went downtown San Francisco. I was going there anyway, so I thought I'd give them to a few people who were in need. And they weren't able to appreciate them because they had well, anyway, I won't go into the details, but they sort of rejected my offer. I won't try to interpret why. I mean, I have, but I won't express it now. If you've ever given to somebody or you've given your attention or your love, and there's unrequited love, that's famous, means the person didn't love you back or give you enough attention back the way that you love them or the way that you cared for them. We could go on, but there's ways in which we feel frustrated by giving. Giving's not so easy because not everybody can take. But Krishna says, I can take everything. In fact, in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, whatever you have, you can unload it here. He says that whatever you eat, whatever you are going to do and give in charity, all of these things, think of giving to me. And then, of course, Bhoktaram Yagatapasam means I know how to digest them and I know how to give them back in a proper way. So he says, here's a way to think of me as the one who can accept whatever you're giving in such a way that it's equitably distributed, including back to you. And then he says, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. There's another way you can think of Krishna, and that is that he is the proprietor of everything. People get into have a moral dilemma about owning things. In fact, there are many economic systems that talk about who owns what. Some say the state owns everything. Then there are very enthusiastic capitalistic systems that say no, each person. I don't want to try to truncate the meaning of capitalism, but in general, it belongs to the people. You own your own private property and so forth. And these conceptions run into problems. Who owns what, under what circumstances? In fact, it becomes quite litigious. And we find that, well, I'll tell you a story. I heard it this morning. That was, Prabhupada was speaking about this concept that the God owns everything. And then he told a story about some thieves. They went into town at night and they robbed a few places. And they took all the loot and they went to the edge of town and they gathered in a circle with all the stuff they stole. And then one of them proclaimed, "Let's divide it equitably and morally." So there's a cognitive dissonance that people have, because when we start thinking about who owns what in the world, there's a bit of a conundrum, because whatever we think we own will be unceremoniously taken away from us at a certain point. And other people may put a claim on it also, or a percentage of it, and it gets really complicated. And just as a side, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, and there are other utterances that are very helpful in this way, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, that's the beginning of a song, but I'll finish it in a different way. And that is that you should consider that everything already belongs to God. Don't make a claim over it. You can take care of it, but don't think that it belongs to you. This is something Krishna mentions in the Bhagavad Gita when he says, Brahman yadaya karmani sangam tyakva karotiya, which means that you should renounce the idea that this belongs to me. You can use it, but don't think this is mine to keep. And use it in the right way, and then he says you won't be affected by it. And another place this is mentioned is in the Sri Upanishad. It says, Ishavasyamidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bunjita magridha kasya suddhanam. This means everything, animate or inanimate, that pretty much covers everything in a contractual way. Everything animate or inanimate is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for oneself, which are set aside as one's quota. Make sure they're within your quota. Don't take other people's stuff. And one should not take other things, knowing well to whom they belong. So this is in the spirit of what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. It's one of the ways to remember him and simultaneously become free from all anxiety. Because our main anxiety comes from mistakenly think that things belong to us. So categorically, in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, Sarva Loka Maheshwaram, Maheshwaram, Mahaishwaram. I'm the controller of everything, and I also own everything. So think of me as the person who is holding everything for you in, what do they call that in real estate? Escrow. You have all your stuff in escrow. And if anybody comes and asks you if you have anything, you say, I don't have anything in this world. I don't have anything in this world. It's all in escrow. Or a conservatorship. That's another. It's under conservatorship because I don't know how to use it properly. So it's been put in a legal trust that somebody else controls. And I just use it whenever necessary. So Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. And then Suridam Sarvabhutanam means, Krishna says, this is a really enlivening way to think of Krishna, is that think of him as your friend. That's what it means, Suridam, that I'm your suhrit. There's different kinds of friends in this world. And have any of you ever had a fair-weathered friend? Do you know what a fair-weathered friend is? He was enthusiastically saying, yeah. Means somebody who doesn't stand up for you when you really need them. They're there when times are good. Rich people has that problem. Yeah, feel sorry if you're rich. We feel sorry for you. We can help you out with that too, by the way. Seriously, no, we're serious. That's one of the purposes of this movement, is to have the right place to put your wealth. Because when you have wealth, and we were just hearing this from Giridhari Prabhu. He's made, I shouldn't talk about somebody behind their back, but he's made billions of dollars in his life and sold many businesses. But he's always thinking of Krishna. And the reason is And he evangelizes for this. It's like he says, before you ever see $1 or 1 rupee, you should already have it hardwired that you're going to give the portion of it away that you don't need. Even Maslow said there's a certain amount you need for security and so forth. After that, you get too much, it'll crush you. And where are you going to give it? The people have all kinds of ideas where to give, but best place is Bhoktaram Yagatapasam. So that's why oftentimes we have these sessions here, and they sometimes go on for hours, where we just sit here all together and we invite people to make donations for sponsoring the distribution of Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. Do we not? I seem to recall that these things have happened. If I think hard, I might have been involved in some of them. And we notice that the more that people raise their hands and donate, the happier they get. They feel lighter and they feel enlivened. And the moment they give, there's an immediate echo from their mind that just told them, if you give, you're going to die. And then as soon as they give, then they go, I didn't die. That's a revelation. And what's more, I actually feel better than I did a minute ago. And then they raise their hand twice. They start. So this phenomena Krishna promotes in the Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna is our Sukhrit. There's different ways that he's our best friend. One of the ways is that he gives us intelligence. He mentions this in the Gita in several places. Well, I'm thinking at least 2. Sarvasya chaham hridisani vishto matak smitya jnanam apohanam sha. He's the one guiding us from within the heart. Says this in the Gita. And Ishvara sarvabhutan rashire, that word hrid, again, I'm there in the heart and I'm guiding you. And then, of course, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamu piyantite. Means if you just work on being sincere, this is actually all you have to do for any spiritual practice, anywhere, from any culture. You just have to work on being sincere. And if you're sincere and you pray, then Krishna's said, I'm your friend, I'm in your heart. I'll give you intelligence how you can make advancement. I'll even make serendipitous arrangements so you can meet the right people at the right time. That's always good, right? Have you ever had that happen? You think, I want to learn to play the cello, and then 2 days later you meet the topmost teacher of cellos, the cellist. So Krishna arranges all that, so he's the best friend. Now, still, these may sound slightly theoretical, but they do give relief, don't they? Just talking about them? Say yes. Make me feel better. And however, it's not a but, it's a however. But erases everything you just said. I don't know if however has the strength to do that. And in addition, what's more, there's a simplified approach, which is prayer. The best of prayers is the prayer to bring God into your mind through his name. This is universal. There are various ways that people think about this. Human beings are naturally drawn to prayer. You might notice that if you cross a high school playground during the break, and you will notice there are groups of kids standing there, and when you pass by and listen in a little bit, you'll hear them saying, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And it's just quite natural, and it's in any language, that people, when they see something that is awe-inspiring, they'll say, "Oh God, oh my God." Or when some disaster comes, they'll say, "Oh my God." When Oppenheimer, was that his name? The Manhattan Project, they did the first test of the nuclear weapon, and he quoted from Bhagavad Gita. And basically, it's just our first reaction. It's visceral. It comes right from the heart. It's quite natural that we think, "Oh God." And it's in any language, in any culture. So this is a natural inclination that everyone has, because we're part of God. We're always under His purview and under His protection. But oftentimes, most of the time, we think we're independent until there's something that urges us to move forward to take shelter. And so, the recommended process by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and by the Bhakti Yoga literatures to always keep in contact with Krishna or God is to say His name in a prayerful way. That's why we chant Hare Krishna. Now, how much should you chant Hare Krishna? Well, there's an admonition given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You want to hear how much he said you should chant Hare Krishna? Yes. Now, I'm just going to preface it by saying, when you hear this, you should also know that since he said it, it's possible. Is that agreed upon? Yes. Okay, so he said, Kirtaniya Sada Hari, which means that you should do it constantly. Now, someone might freak out and say, well, how can I possibly do it constantly? So, great teachers have anticipated this, and also they think in realistic ways. So, they've said that don't freak out. Consider that if at least you practice it every day, then that's also, for beginners, considered doing it constantly. Don't miss a 24-hour period. 24-hour periods. We just read yesterday in the Bhagavatam that Krishna's talking to Uddhava about the various opulences of the world, and one of the opulences that represents him is the 24-hour period. So you can also think of Krishna in that way, that he's when you complete one cycle of the sun in the day, that's Krishna. And if in that cycle you at least take time during that 24-hour cycle to chant Hare Krishna, then you're on the periphery, but you're beginning the process of always chanting Hare Krishna. But you can continue chanting and practice it all the time until it becomes something that you do all with your tongue constantly, and which goes into your mind and goes into your heart and becomes part of you. And even when you're doing other things, you're still chanting in your mind. Of course, that's dangerous to say, because sometimes we talk about chanting Hare Krishna, and then people say, yeah, I just chant all the time in my mind. So maybe I'll edit that last part and leave it for another day. Just take that out, stricken from the record. But it is true, you can't do that if you're advanced. And I mentioned this is universal. There is a group of Russian monks who lived on an island. And one of them had heard a sermon about repeating the Jesus prayer. Oh my Lord, please be merciful on me, please forgive me. There are different iterations of that prayer, but basically it's invoking the name of Jesus and saying, please forgive me. And so he heard that one should do that constantly, and he thought, well, why don't I try to do that? After all, I'm a monk. And why not utter the prayer constantly? So that's what he set about doing. And after some years, he became so absorbed in the prayer that he felt that he was having communion with the Supreme through the prayer itself. And he had this revelation that as he's invoking the name of God, that he's actually experiencing God directly. And he wrote a little book about it. And after that, all the monks on the island, and there were several hundred that were living there in seclusion, they all read the book, and they also started doing the prayer. And then there was pushback from the Russian Orthodox Church, who came to the island and began arresting people because they thought that a couple things. One is that this is pantheism. It means that, well, anybody can just speak and then they'll say that I'm connected with God. Are you really connected with God? Because how is there God in his name and you're connected with him directly? Which is an interesting conundrum for them to have. It comes up in the Bhagavatam. In the 10th canto, 87th chapter of the Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj asked Shukadeva Goswami this question: how is it that using a material tongue, ears, this material apparatus, how can one speak the name of God and actually be in direct? How can one have communion with God through this material medium? And Shukadeva Goswami says, oh, that's a great question, and that's been asked many times. And he remembers at least 2 times in ancient history that famous sages have asked the same question. So then he repeats by saying that God, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Krishna, he controls all energies. He also knows the heart of every living being. And when one sincerely calls out his name, then he's fully manifest in his name. And despite the fact that it's being pronounced by a material tongue, it's mostly made of water, still, because he controls all the energies, he can avail himself to anyone in that form. And he's made himself, very specifically, he's made himself available through his name. That doesn't mean that you can control God or you can profane the name, because as soon as your intention is not correct, then he reserves the right not to be present, because he's the controller of all energies, and he reserves the right to present himself or not, according to the mood of the person. And that's why, in teaching about this doctrine of chanting the name of God and then being in direct contact with him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and many others have said you have to be very conscientious and humble when you chant the name. Don't think you have the right to control the name, because as soon as you do, then you lose the effect of it, because Krishna reserves the right not to be present. But for those who are sincere and they chant the name, he'll manifest directly. And this goes into the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, I'm simultaneously present in all my energies, and at the same time I maintain my independent personal form. It's called Achintya Bhed Abhed Tattva, which means I'm simultaneously one and different from all my energies, which I won't go into in detail right now, but the only reason I brought it up is those monks could have used a little philosophical help from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they would have been able to explain it to the soldiers who came to arrest them if they had stopped to listen for a few minutes. And we also find in other spiritual traditions, like in Judaism, there's a prohibition, a hesitancy to say the name of God. In fact, when Moses was before the burning bush, the name of God was manifest. And then after that, it was a tradition that only one person could say the name. That would be the high priest. And the high priest would say it one time, once a year. And people would gather from many faraway places. And upon the high priest coming out to say the name, he would say it one time, and everyone would prostrate themselves before that utterance of the name. Then it got to be, I guess they didn't have microphones, and there was such a clamor at that time, people couldn't even hear it. And then it became even more obscured because they stopped actually saying that name, and they would refer to it as the name of God without saying the actual name. And still, even now, whenever people see it in print, they avoid saying that name, but they say, oh, this means the name of God. So they substitute it for the description of what it is rather than actually saying the name. What's the logic behind that? That is that God is so pure and the name is so pure that we'll somehow or other contaminate it by saying it. We'll profane the experience of saying the name of God with our own misgivings and lack of faith and so forth. And so therefore they eschew the speaking of the name of God. This comes up in our philosophy as well. If you remember, those of you who studied the history a little bit, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began teaching about the chanting of Hare Krishna, he told his followers to go out and now chant it publicly. A lot of people complained, and they've reported to the police. They called them up on their smartphones and said, or texted in, that these people are disturbing everything because they're publicly saying the name of God. They have no right to do this. They're going to profane the process. Remember that? Say yes. Yes. So there's this struggle with the idea. Nonetheless, we find in traditions all over the world that people intuit. As I said, even spontaneously, people say, oh my God, in every language. And then in religious institutional processes, there are ways in which people try to connect with God through the name. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught, if one is sincere and chants the name, it's more powerful than any of the ill intentions we might have or the contamination we might have. And it begins the purification process even the first time you hear it or you speak it. And of course, it's important for those who are conscious of the fact that the name is sacred to honor the name when the name appears and to be careful not to make offenses. Those who are innocent, who hear it for the first time, even if they deride it and say it derisively, or they just imitate by saying it, there's effect. Just like fire has effect, it always burns. That was a really long-winded introduction to the Krishna consciousness movement, the chanting Hare Krishna. So I just wanted to say a few things to give context for us chanting together. And we were waiting for a few more people like this person here who just walked in. We were waiting for you. Thank you for coming. To be able to chant Hare Krishna together. And if you want to move up, that's what that sign means. It means move up. And ostensibly, the we are vegetarians part means that we're somewhat non-violent. So now we're in an ideal position that we're together to do Sankirtan. So Kirtan means the singing of the name of God. And Sankirtan means to do it together. And so we also include in the process melody, which is a universally stimulating aspect of the environment, or that we can create melody. That we can create melody can stimulate us in predictable ways. Even animals are attracted to music. Although some people may say it's pseudoscience, there have been experiments on plants. I know my plants like music. Living entities gravitate towards music, sound vibration. Some people claim plants respond differently to different modes of music. Nonetheless, the point is there that we gravitate toward melody. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever thought why we like music? Have you? It's interesting. Why is it universally appreciated? I won't go into it now because it might take me on a tangent for a few minutes. But the same is true for rhythm. When there's rhythm, people naturally move, and you'll notice even animals like it. So we have, in Sankirtan, this is the tradition, we have rhythm, and we also have melody. And then you add to that, we have the sacred name. So this is a mix. Have you ever had mixed like a smoothie? Does anybody have a favorite recipe? Come on, you all drink smoothies. I know you do. Come on. If I go to your house, I know you have a blender. Or a Vitamix. You have a Vitamix probably. Because you put stuff in there and you blend it up and you think, oh, I'm going to add this and that, and there's another recipe. Right? Yes. Okay. Just be straightforward with me. You can admit it. So, in the same way, to enjoy life, we want to blend the right things together. This is the sublimity of the process of Krishna consciousness. You'll find it in various places, like in the Bhagavatam, it says, Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. It says, this book is a drink. Pibata means you can drink this. Pibata. And rasam, it's very tasty. And the more you drink it, the more you're gonna feel systemically enlivened, and your mind's going to wake up to happiness and aesthetic beauty from reading the Bhagavatam. And then it warns you, it says, if you drink it, you may pass out. And it says, don't worry, there's no side effect, no hangover. As soon as you pass out, when you wake up, you should drink some more. And you can go on like that. And in a similar way, the chanting of Hare Krishna in Sankirtan means all together, and then you add rhythm, and you add melody, and you mix it together with a sacred name, you drink it. And when you do that, and this is the most helpful instruction, that's the main process of Bhakti Yoga. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who brought this teaching to the world, said, that's the only process. And he emphasized it over and over again. Wherever he'd go, he'd teach that you don't have to do anything else, just do Sankirtan. Come together, melody, rhythm, sacred name, put it together, drink it. All the symptoms that you're experiencing in the world, what kind of symptoms does anybody experience? Anxiety? Huh? Depression, anxiety, depression. Come on, let it all out now. Fear, anger. Yeah. Why, God, why are they doing this? It's crazy. Okay, and then what else? Envy. Oh, God, burning envy. Self-pity. Oh, my God. We should unburden ourselves and make a long list. But whatever list we make, it can be cured by Sankirtan, by the drink. If you drink that enough, then the sound goes in. And then, boy, what would it feel like to be free from envy? 100%. I asked my wife that the other day. I said, what would it feel like? She said, you'd be in the spiritual world. And so what if you drink this so much? You can find somebody who has a drinking problem with, they're drinking too much Bhagavatam. They're drinking too much the Sankirtan. And it's like, what happened to you? How come you don't want to criticize anybody anymore? Nindadi shunya hridamipsita sangalabhya. If you find somebody who's become drunk on the Sankirtan, and then they have this symptom, it's called nindadi shunya. It's like, they don't want to join in gossip anymore. It's like, come on, Dilip, we always do this. And Dilip's like, no thanks. I think I took too much Sankirtan. I can't do it anymore. Nindadi shunya in my heart. I don't want to criticize others anymore. And so all the symptoms start to go down taking the medicine. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, keep doing it. And then take it out and give it to other people. And you'll find that when you take it out into public, if people are in anxiety, they were on the 101 freeway, somebody cut in front of them, they're still angry about that. And hopefully they didn't get into a fight on the way. And then if they hear the chanting, Hare Krishna, they start thinking, wow, there's a different level of energy that I can connect to, where all these things will be assuaged in my heart that are causing me pain. So we're going to do an experiment right now. That's why we're waiting for everyone to get in here, and then we close the doors. You can't get out. It's a chant together. What do you think? Yes. I need unanimous vote. Yes. All right. So now we're going to try it. And the way we start is, this was passed down to us, a very smart way to start, by honoring those who gave it to us. So first we say this series of prayers to Prabhupada, because he's the one who brought it. I mean, anybody could have brought it, but they didn't. He single-handedly brought it over to America, and then it spread all over the world thanks to Malati back there. There she is, if you want to have a look. I mean, thanks a lot, Malati. Thanks a lot. And then we say the names of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Panchatattva. There's 5 of them. And if you ever want to solve all your problems in life, then get a picture of the Panchatattva. There's one on the altar here, but don't take that one. And you keep it with you wherever you go. I have this rule. Whenever I have a meeting, I always take out Panchatattva and put them there, because meetings, they burn your brain. But when Panchatattva's there, then they remove all obstacles to everything in your life. And if you remember Lord Chaitanya, then difficult things become. And if you forget him, then everything easy becomes. So before we chant Hare Krishna, we worship Prabhupada, then we worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers, and then we chant Hare Krishna, and it opens the gate so we can go in very deeply. So why don't we try it? What do you think? For that, I require 1 drink of water. That's all I ask. Here we go. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. The lights down a little bit. Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatara Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Dasa Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Jai Jai Prabhupada Jai Jai Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Premanande Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Shri Harinam Mantra Ki Shri Harinam Prabhu Ki Gaur Premanande Nitai Gaura Hari Bol We'll put the lights back up a little bit. Now, we have built up a little energy here. So what we'd like to do is take it out to Silicon Valley. We're located here not because it's inexpensive. We're located here because we have a dream that is to bring Silicon Valley into the state of pure Krishna consciousness, so that it's prevalent all over the valley and beyond, all the outstretched areas of the Bay Area up to Santa Rosa, Sacramento, Fresno, home of the Bulldogs, Merced, trying to think of things. Oh, Fairfax. Say Haribol for Fairfax. We want Fremont. Cupertino. Or some of you say Cupertino. I don't know why, but it's like you get a coupon there or something. Millbrae, Burlingame, San Mateo, San Ramon, Menlo Park, Atherton, Palo Alto, Hillsborough, feel sorry for the rich people. Yeah, we got to feel compassion for the rich people. All over the Bay Area, we want door-to-door. We want public chanting of Hare Krishna. We want conversations going on in the universities. We want to have enclaves everywhere in the Bay Area where people feel comfortable to come to their environment, where they can come here from the commonsensical wisdom literatures like Bhagavad Gita, which is non-challenging in a sense. It's non-fanatical. People are tired of that. They're tired of sectarianism. They can hear from the Sri Upanishad and feel that, yes, this is meant to treat all living beings with respect. Who talks about that nowadays? People need a little relief, and we have to give it to them. So the reason we come together in this, we've measured the size of this room, and we want to keep it small because we see it as a pressure cooker. You know how when you make rice and you put it in a pressure cooker? Say yes. Yes. And then, it's small, but it builds up pressure. It cooks it more. And then we take the energy that we get there and we take it out to the whole Bay Area. And we want to distribute it one person at a time. One heart-to-heart exchange with one person at a time. And so it's not how many people we seat here that matters, it's how many we send out. And so we're engaged right now. We have a set number of days. We're working towards September 26th is a day when we're all going to come together from all over the Bay Area, everybody, from all the towns I just mentioned, and we're going to have a Harinam Kirtan like this, and we're going to dance in ecstasy together. And we want to bring about 10 times the people that we have now. So we have a plan, and we'd like to know if you'd like to be part of the plan. Yes. Okay. So the plan is that you can sign up to influence at least one person between now and September 26th to be part of this massive campaign we have to spread the spiritual sound vibration all over the Bay Area. And so according to the law of mathematics, if we increase by even small multiples, we'll be able to cover the whole Bay Area. So if all of you here can sign up to say, at least influence one more person to participate in the Sankirtan movement in a couple of different ways. One is to dance in ecstasy. Another one is to take a full set of Srimad Bhagavatams. Yesterday, we went out to a few places around the Bay Area, and we couldn't keep enough Srimad Bhagavatams sets in stock because people were coming over and they were hoarding. They were taking them away, the boxes, and we kept ordering more and trying to satisfy the appetite of the people of Silicon Valley, but it was insatiable. And we ended up very tired and thirsty at the end of the day. We had a sarsaparilla, we felt better, and we're back today, ready to go. So we're going to offer you an opportunity. We're going to give you a little chit. When's the last time you got a chit? At the train station in India, maybe. They give you a chit. The little chit, and on it, you can write how many people you can influence between now and September 26th. We have a goal to influence at least 3,000 people. So what do you think from all of us here? Do you think we could put together enough for each of us thinking of who we could reach out to influence each one of us individually? No diffusion of responsibility, no bystander effect. It's a sociological phenomenon where you think there's enough people, somebody else will do it. No, do at least one yourself. And in this way, we'll be in unison, in resonance, in expanding the vibration. What do you think of the idea just in a general way? So you don't like it? So you kind of like it? All right then. All right, so what we're going to do was Malini, would you organize this, please? We're going to give you an 8-minute window of opportunity. Between now and 8 minutes, I want you to, go ahead. Malini, tell it what you want us to do.
Hare Krishna. This QR code that you see on the screen, you can point to the QR code, and this QR code will take you to a website for you to sign up to whatever His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu has just mentioned. So you sign up for yourself, and you sign up to influence at least one person, and there's a pledge there you can put in. And this is just for trying. So we will provide you all the resources, but
mine keeps focusing on Vijay. It won't go to the QR code, it just goes to Vijay. I don't know what that means. Did you all get it? Okay. Some of you don't have a smartphone. See me afterwards.
So you can use the Wi-Fi connection. There is a guest Wi-Fi at ISV Wi-Fi which is available. Vaisesika Prabhu, they can use, right? Yes. If the phone, the internet is not working, you can use a guest Wi-Fi. Huh? Guest Wi-Fi is asking for a password. Okay. Prabhu will find and give it. I think it's Wi-Fi, Prabhu.
QR code. Did it do it? Nothing there.
Or you can take, sorry? Yeah. Okay. So at least you can take a picture of it, and Vaisesika Prabhu can give us the Wi-Fi password, and then you can...
just use paper and pen. I think they could... What do you want to do? Do something active that's fun.
Okay. You can actually... Is it working? Yeah. If you turn off the Wi-Fi, it's working, it seems.
Oh. Okay, turn off your Wi-Fi. And then just use data. Is that the way you say it? Okay, Wi-Fi's off. Let's see if it works. Now we're going to point it at Vijay. ISV.
Maybe not all carriers are working.
I need a new data service. Maybe you can team up with people who already have it or something.
Yeah. You have...
I got another idea. Why don't we just... Does anybody here have an inclination to join this? Yes. Would you be embarrassed about announcing it and like raising your hand and we write your name down? No. Okay, 3 people don't mind, so we'll start with them. Just to be clear, you don't have to pay any money. You don't have to do anything. Just signing up so you can influence other people to get involved in this campaign. In the process, money may be exchanged, but it's an insignificant amount. It's like nothing. So then we're just trying to get everybody on the program so that we're all working together, because we want 3,000 people to do a tiny little bit, like a bumblebee. It takes a little bit from each flower. Can we do it like this? Okay, so we're going to put up a spreadsheet, and we're going to write your name on it. Okay, you start. Who wants to influence themselves and somebody else? And just say how many people. So you raise your hand. Jonathan is there. And then you put up your fingers how many people you're signing up to influence. Jonathan? That's 3. No, it's 8. 8. Okay. We got to do this fast because we're doing it individually. Who's next? Raise your hand. Okay, yes? 1. Put it down. Okay, use the mic and announce who's doing. Okay, who else was next? Yes.
Vaibhav Prabhu 1.
Okay, we have a brahmachari in the front row that just said 51.
Katha Prabhu 51.
Okay. Okay. Keep going. Yes.
Shriji Priya 1. Haribo.
Means you got to reach out to somebody and talk to them. Yeah.
Aditya 1. Haribo.
Way to go, Aditya. Back.
Tadiya Seva Prabhu 1. Haribo.
Yay, Tadiya Seva.
What's your name, sir? Deepak 2.
Deepak.
Haribo. Premanista 1.
Yay, Prime Minister.
Shamalangi Haribo 1.
Yay, Shamalangi.
Rasheshwari 1.
Yay.
Actually, Rasheshwari has already signed up for 7. So now this will make 8. Archana 2. Haribo. Lira Nandini 1.
30, the brahmacharis.
Balaram Gopal Prabhu 30.
Way to go, Balaram Gopal.
Obi's mom. Shita 5. Haribo. You're already feeling Shita. Vrinda Sevika
10.
10. Haribo. Sandeep 1. Haribo. Teju 1. Haribo. Krishna Sakha Prabhu 10 on the top of 108. Haribo. You can also text 408-515-5292.
And just after this, Malini's going to hold a little mini seminar outside, and she's going to tell you what it actually means to influence somebody and how you can do it. We have resources that you can use to send to people, things you can do to say. She's got it all broken down. So all of you who are signing up, you can meet her right outside, and she'll give you, she'll have a microphone.
Yes,
something.
we'll have a chair for you. We'll have a tent.
Cold
and
drink.
You can sit down and just have a nice time. And if you're really interested, fired up, we'll bring you prasadam as well.
Oh, definitely. Anybody who does it, they should bring
Yes,
prasadam.
yes. Okay, Pyare Charan Prabhu 2.
Hari Hari.
Aditi 5.
Haribo.
Achita Kumar Prabhu 0 behind it.
5.
5. Haribo. Nilakshi, Kamalakshi, 1.
Haribo.
Vijay Prabhu.
Vijay Prabhu, 2.
Haribo.
Oh, sorry, I can't see this.
Malini, what does it mean? What do you have to do?
Rohini Dulal Prabhu, 5. Haribo.
What does it mean? How do you influence somebody?
So you can actually, there are a couple of steps that you can follow on what to do. One is that first you do the first step, which you're already doing now, to pledge. And then second is make a list of all the people that you know, like your mom, dad, your sisters, your family.
52 cousins.
52 cousins, your friends, reading group members, your colleagues who are favorable, make a list. And then just pick up your phone and then just call them and saying that I'm participating in this campaign of distributing at least 100,000 Srimad Bhagavatams worldwide. And it's the most exciting campaign I've ever participated in. And we have a huge goal. And we are requesting if anybody would like to participate and help. And everybody says, yes, I want to. So far, whoever I called, nobody said no. So try. And then they ask, who should I distribute it to? You can say your friends, your family, and for themselves if they already don't have a Srimad Bhagavatam. And we have print set available and we have digital set. We have both options. Print set is $250 and digital set is anywhere between $50 to $108, whatever they would like to make a donation. And that's it. You just let us know. We will send the set anywhere in North America, to India, to any place in the world. And you're done.
Now,
And
Malini, when they reach out to influence people, can they also ask them if they would like to join and see if they have people they know in their tree that they can influence? Is that possible?
Yes. You can also tell them that if they already got one, can they also sign up for this campaign?
And is this better than Amway? It is definitely better, because Amway, you just get soap.
Yes. Yesterday, His Grace Mukunda, not yesterday, on Friday, His Grace Mukunda Datta Prabhu was mentioning that whoever spread the glories of Vrindavan, outside of Vrindavan, he said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu guarantees a place for them in Vrindavan. So, and he said that all the years of Sankirtan that he has done previously, and that is the reason why he actually has a place right now in Vrindavan. So it's very encouraging. We all have to try, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will help us. So give it a try.
5 more minutes. We'll take a few more pledges. As quick as you can, because we got to go.
Shweta, 5. 1.
Haribo.
1. Haribo.
You got to say Haribo when they pledge.
Radhavalla Prabhu, 3.
Haribo.
Actually, if I may take 30 seconds, because I know Rasheshwari was a bit hesitant, and now she has agreed to do 8. Can we quickly hear from her what influenced her, what inspires her to do that? Is that okay? Yes. Please come. Tell everyone.
This is the best work we can do, is to spread the glories of the Lord. He's Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. He's everything for the eternal soul, His eternal connection. He's always been there for us. So this is a small way to reciprocate. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I have the faith that with the instruction comes the empowerment. So I've been thinking about it, and I've been praying for it, and I'm hoping and I'm sure that I can smash the goal, but I don't know how I'll do it.
Haribo.
Prabhu, the guest Wi-Fi is now working. Should we try one last time?
Guest
Sorry for
Wi-Fi
the
is now
technical
working.
difficulties, but we will try one last time. It worked for me just now.
Oh, worked for me too.
Yes.
The influence tree. Community portal. It's only 2 boxes to fill out. Okay, 3 minutes left.
Oh, password is Hare, Hare, small, all small, and Krishna, KRSNA 8, and Krishna is all caps. KRISHNA, sorry, not KRISHNA, all caps, and 8, number 8.
Nobody could hack that. Okay, 2 minutes left. Who wants to volunteer? Krishna Dave 1. Haribol.
Haribol. Puja Varma 2.
Haribol.
Let me check this.
Nishank 1.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Way to go, Nishant.
Jayant 1.
Haribol, Jai.
Haribol.
If the Wi-Fi is working, you can also sign up while you're raising your hands.
Advaita in the back 2. Haribol.
Haribol. You know, for the last couple minutes, you could have everyone stand up, meet somebody, and talk about how many you're going to do.
Mukharvinda Prabhu 11.
Haribol.
He can do actually 1100 also, the number of contacts that he has.
We should have everyone stand up to get ready, and they can meet one another and talk about how they're going to do. Okay? Thank you very much, everyone. We have a few minutes to get ready for the Artik. So what I suggest is we're going to stand up, put away all the asanas, roll up the carpet, and then meet somebody and consult with them about how you want to participate in this and put it into your app. Because we just need 3,000 before we serve prasadam. Just kidding. We'll feed you anyway. Dear Srila Prabhupada, if you so desire, please empower us to mobilize at least 3,000 members of our greater community here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley to go out and offer Srimad Bhagavatam to people in Silicon Valley. Thank you for helping us build a spiritual army, and thank you. Please reward all the devotees who participate in this with your deepest mercy. Thank you very much for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this prayer? Please say Hare Krishna. Vanja kalpataruscha kripa sindhave eva cha patitanam pavanibhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
And also we'll have a table outside if you have any questions, or we can sign up there if you're not able to get the Wi-Fi here. Hare Krishna.
His Grace Vaisesika Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Sri Mate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Govinda Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Haro Kiko Shobha Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arotiko 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 Shobha Janadi Katha Jagamana Lodha Janavi Katha Jagamana Lodha Janavikata Vane Jagamana Lodha Janavikata Vane Jagamana Lodha Jagadana Jagamanaloka. Gaurangera Rotik Shobha Jagajana Manaloka. Gaurangera Artikol Shobha Jagajana Manaloka. Madhu Mala, Kore Challa Mala. Shiva Shukranadara Gadagada. Thakur Mata Moda Deke Yorara Sampada. Jayo Jaya Gora Sande Aruti Koshoba. Jana Vikata Vane Jagamana Loba. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Go, go, go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajkacharya Stotra Shatashi Shrimad Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajkacharya Stotra Shata Shri Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj Ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki. Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki. Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham Ki. Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki. Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki. Samaveda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Namaste Narashingaya. Namaste Narashingaya. Namaste Narashingaya. जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमलवरे नागा अद्भुत सिंगाम दलित हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गाम केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 भक्ति विघ्ननाथ नृसिंहदेव भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की शिल प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल
Hare Krishna. Everybody, please be seated for 2 minutes. We'll have a quick announcements before we head out for prasadam. First of all, thank you everybody for being here. I could see temple so tightly packed. It's a good sight to see that. So before we begin, let's first of all thank our speaker, His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu, for giving such a wonderful lecture and leading Gaura. Hi ball, hi ball. Yes, and. If anybody came late and missed the lecture, don't worry, it's on YouTube. And it's all possible by broadcasting led by His Grace Charunimai Prabhu and His Grace Ramanand Saka Prabhu. So let's all give a big hand for them. Hi, ball. Yes. And also, let's thank youth team for leading such a melodious Narasimharti today. Yes. Okay. We all know how our temple is so famous for Sunday feast, which is not possible without our sponsors for today. So our sponsors for today are, it's a family celebrating their daughter's birthday, Sandeep, Aarti and Aya Sharma. sponsoring on the occasion of Annaprasan ceremony for Ira Sharma. Ira Sharma, are you here? Yes, please come forward. Okay, let me come there. Here, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Do you want to say anything on this auspicious ceremony day? Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji. We just seek all of your blessings for our daughter, Ira. It's her Annaprashna today. So may God bless her and seeking all of your blessings also. Thank you.
Haribol, Aya Sharma. Thank you so much. Yeah. So before we proceed, we actually have a request from His Grace Sri Gopal Prabhu. So he is requesting prayers for his maternal uncle Sri Anil More. He left his body, so we are requesting prayers to Lord Narasimhadev. If he so pleases, please kindly show his mercy and protection on the soul. So let's all chant one round of Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, is Tejas and Bhagavad Pran in the audience? Yeah. So we have just a quick announcement from them about the weekly Harinam. So we'll hear from them.
Prabhu, can we get the broadcast? Yeah, Hare Krishna everyone. So we're the Kirtan Oasis team and we wanted everyone here to mark your calendars. From September 25th to 27th, we're doing a Harinam Utsav where we're going out every day and doing Harinam to give it out on the streets. So we want everyone here to come and help us out in this mission. And in order to do so, we're raising some funds and we have some shirts that we're selling. So you can see all of us are wearing. We also have another color in green, in olive green. Unfortunately, none of us are wearing that right now, but is someone in the audience maybe wearing it? No, okay. Well, if you guys do want to help us out and definitely want one of these shirts, please reach out to me or Bhagavad Pran and we can give it to you today. Oh yeah, and we have the shirts with us today, so. Okay, Hare Krishna everyone.
Yes, and also we have a small announcement from Hansapriya Mataji. Hansapriya Mataji, are you here? Okay, yeah, she'll come in meanwhile. So let's first announce our cooks for today before we sing our prasadam prayers. Cooks, yeah, you're gonna announce?
Hare Krishna. Today's cooks are Siddha Katha Prabhu, Suvarna Gopika Mataji, Madhavi Rasa Mataji, Hema Mataji, Shankar Prabhu, Bikram Prabhu, Sri Kumar Prabhu, Vamshidhar Prabhu, Arunab Mataji, Abha Mataji, Mamita Mataji, Krishna Prabhu, Sita Bhakti Mataji, Shito Mataji, Mayuri Mataji, Sudevi Saki Mataji, Yashni Harika, Ovi, Remuna, Madhav, Parantap, Suraj and Nimai. Thank you.
Okay, I don't see Hanspriya Mataji here, so we'll go to prasadam prayers and meanwhile if she comes, we'll hear from her. Okay. So who's doing the prasadam prayers? Okay, yeah, please start.
Sharira Vidya Jaya Jorendriya Tahika Jive Kare Vishaya Sagare Karmande Jivayati Lobhama Sudurmati Takhe Jitaka Tina Samsare Krishna Baradoyamay Kori Bhare Jivaja Swaprasadana Dihilobha Sayana Mrita Krishna Gunaga Premeda Koshu Chaitanya Nita Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmane Vaishnave Svalpa Punya Vatam Rajan Vishwasane Vajayate Prasade Sarva Dukhanam Tasya Pajayate Prasanna Chetasuyasu Buddhi Paryavatishta Vaya Prabhuta Shagala Vasulankara Charchika Krishna Bodhi Dasa Stavamayam Jayame Shishkam Parushitam Bhakti Nityam Vadura Deshata Prapti Matrena Bhaktavyam Natakala Vicharana Nadesha Niyamastata Nakala Niyamastata Praptamanyam Shuster Bhaktavyam Bhagavad Shima Prasadam Ki. Please come take Prasadam.
Hare Krishna. 2 more minutes and then you can have plenty of prasadam for everyone. We would like to announce very important things. Actually, I'm waiting for someone, so meanwhile they come. I wanted to let you know that Bhagavad Seva project is starting. Actually, they have started, but they were in summer break. They're starting the school again, so back to school for the year 26 to 27 for 0 to 17. So if you have kids, then you would like them to learn a lot of things from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatams, the stories of the Vedic literature, memorizing shlokas. So there is a table outside and teachers outside, so they can tell you and give you more information about it. So please, everyone, enroll your kids into the school, and I can assure you could enjoy your class peacefully. And then next, we also have, if you cannot come every Saturday, we also have an online school. And online school, they also teaching a lot of things, arts, mathematics. And so there is also a table outside for that as well. So you can please, if you have kids, do stop by at the teacher's table there, and you will get to know a lot more things. And one very important announcement, that we are very sorry to see Sindhu Kanya and Vamshi Gopal and Girija leaving us for a little bit. I think they're moving to India in Vrindavan. So we will definitely miss them. Sindhu Kanya actually moved here. She worked at NASA. And Vamshi Gopal, they got married also a few years back. And apparently Sindhu, she moved from San Diego, and she started serving at the temple. So today one of the prasadam that you're going to have is also cooked by Sindhu Kanya, and her muffins are world famous. So we'll definitely miss her muffins. So we'll have to go all the way to Vrindavan to honor that. So let's hear from Sindhu.
Hare Krishna, everyone. This definitely doesn't feel like a goodbye because we'll keep visiting almost, more than once a year. We have our business here and we have our family here, so it's definitely not a forever goodbye, but I pray that all of you visit Vrindavan and come visit us, and this is our journey to deepen our spiritual lives and grow our connection with Krishna and Radharani, and this is why we're taking such a big step. So we're seeking all of your blessings and prayers that the journey becomes successful. And thank you so much for this whole community, for being my family. I left my home 10 years ago after I graduated college to be here, and this immediately felt like home to me. And now I'm seeking your blessings to go to the eternal home, which is Vrindavan. So thank you so much.
You will definitely miss you, Sindhu and Vamshi Gopal Prabhu and Girija. And we will hold her to promise that she comes with us quite a couple times a year. Hare Krishna.